Let's talk a little bit about breaking the myth that it's not okay to say no and that I always have to say yes. Do you feel like if you say no, you're failing as a caregiver? Or if you say no to somebody else, you're not being a nice person? Or you don't want to hurt their feelings, or you're a people pleaser and you want them to like you. You do not have to say yes to everything, and you need to learn how to set boundaries and say no. If you don't, it's going to affect everything else in your life. You know, I have a client, Jane, I'm going to change her name for privacy reasons. When she started my caregiver course, she would come to sessions and say, I had to let go of another caregiver. I lost another caregiver. And after the second time, I said, you know, let's talk about that. Let's find out why. And it came down to she had a hard time being assertive with the people that were coming in to help with the care and saying no to them. She felt like she had to accommodate them and say yes to everything. And what that did is kind of set the tone for that caregiver to then take advantage of her and her feeling like, well, I can't really say no. I really need the help. And she had a hard time saying no. She set it up that it was okay for this caregiver to come in and not really do her job. And so what ended up happening is she was exhausted and overwhelmed because now she's got someone else in her home, but she's doing all the work, and she would get frustrated, let them go, and start the same cycle all over again. And so we talked about what really needed to change in her life to eliminate these issues with the caregivers coming in. And it just came down to her belief system around saying no, standing up for herself, and being assertive. And once she was able to learn that it was okay for her to advocate for herself and stand up for herself and to say no and have some expectations around what she needed, things started to change. If this is you, watch my masterclass, Exhausted to Empowered.